Amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another first time reaction video. Feels like a long time since we jumped back into the Brazilian music rabbit hole, and recently I've been receiving a lot of requests to check out more Brazilian music and artists. Now, if you're watching this and you're from Brazil and you want to give me a recommendation for a Brazilian artist or a Brazilian song that you'd love me to react to, please put them in the comment section down below. But for now, one name and one song that's been popping up a bunch is this one right here. Now let me know if I'm pronouncing this person's name correctly. I think it's Baitaca. Baitaca? Is that how I say their name? Now they have an incredibly famous song called Fundo da Grota. And loads of people are asking me to react to it. It's mega famous, it's got hundreds of millions of views, and a bunch of people are saying if I want to check out more music from Brazil, this is the one I should check out. So, let's do it. Please like, please subscribe, and let's jump into my first time ever reaction to the famous Brazilian song Fundo da Grota by Baitaca.
Mateando ao pé do braseiro, conto causos e amedota, e o fogo, velho campeiro, me aquenta o bico da bota, e pra cantar o Brasil inteiro, saí do fundo da grota.
Man, I really want to visit Brazil. I really do. It's high up on my list. I hope to one day see Brazil. I react to a lot of music from all over the world and all different countries, and some of the most welcoming people I've ever had as a community on this channel are from Brazil. They always seem so welcoming and so, like, just sweet. It's such a supportive country. I hope to one day visit it. I'd love to see a band in Brazil.
Fui criado na campanha em rancho de barro e capim, por isso é que eu canto assim, pra relembrar meu passado. Eu me criei arremendado, dormindo pelos galpão, perto de fogo de chão, com os cabelos enfumaçados. Quando rompe a estrela d'alva, aquenta a chaleira, já quase no clarear o dia, meu pingo de arreio relincha na estrevaria, enquanto uma saracura vai cantando empoleirada. Escuto o grito do soro, e lá no piquedo relinchou o potro tordilho. Na boca da noite me aparece um zurrilho, vem mijar perto de casa pra enticar com água pecada.
I don't know much about Brazilian like folk music or like traditional Brazilian music, but this feels like it. This feels like it has like a traditional sort of feel to it, like an old school sort of sound. It feels like it's very much taking me back. It's got that classic kind of instrumental. I'm loving the organ work. Is that what it's called? Like the hand organ? I think that's like makes it a lot of fun too. And it has like kind of a like an old school kind of party vibe. Like I can imagine your like older uncle standing up and just like doing like a slow dance to this. I love that you're just smiling at the crowd. Is this live as well then? It sounds really good for a live performance.
Numa cama de pelego e acordo de madrugada, escuto uma mão pelada, aquando no banhadal. Eu me criei chuva e bagual, honrando o sistema antigo, comendo feijão mexido, com pouca graxa e sem sal. Quando rompe a estrela d'alva, aquenta a chaleira, já quase no clarear o dia.
This feels like some kind of how do I word this? Like the best way I can think to describe this is I imagine like an old school party. This is like your traditional sort of song. Like you put this on and everyone's like, hey! And everyone just like slowly stands up, starts moving. And it's like a traditional song that everybody knows. It's got that kind of vibe to it. It's got like a storytelling kind of energy to it. I mean, even the way he's like singing, he's like smiling and pointing at the crowd. It feels like he's telling a story more than singing. It's so mellow. Like instrumentally specifically.
Na boca da noite me aparece um zurrilho, vem mijar perto de casa pra enticar com a cachorrada. Na hora que conhece um fundão de grota, sabe que é bem desse jeito, parceiro velho.
Because I don't know how accurate the auto translations are, at the end of this reaction, we will head on over to check out the official lyrics, so I can get like more of an idea of what the song might be about. What's the deal with the, like, head strap on that hat? Is that just the hat on? Never seen that before.
De um socador, com a mão bloqueada de calo. No meu mango eu dou um estalo, eu sigo a minha camperiada. E uma perdiz ressabiada voa e me espanta o cavalo. Quando rompe a estrela d'alva, aquele da chaleira já quase no clarear o dia. Meu pingo de areia relincha na estrevaria.
I've never realized how freaking incredible and integral a hand organ can end up being. It looks so complicated to play this instrument. Like, you got like an entire freaking like a piano key set up. You've got different buttons above that, dials as well. But then you've got like bring it in and out, right? The organ film. And on the left side, you got like what looks like 100 different buttons. It must be so hard to play this.
Escuto o grito do soro, e lá no piquete relincha o ponto todinho. Na boca da noite me aparece um zurrilho, vem mijar perto de casa pra enticar com água pecada.
This feels much more like a performance as well. Like it does. It feels like a performance. It feels like I would be out somewhere for like a day, and this is like part of that day experience, like a performance piece. Maybe like I'm looking at the history of Brazil here, and this is like something that's explaining something a bit more about the culture, about the people. It feels like that. It feels very significant, fun, but like fun significant.
Lá no centro do capão, foi supiar de nambu. Numa trincheira o jacu grita o sabiá nas pitangas. E bem na costa na sanga, berra a vaca e o bezerro. No barulho do sincero, eu encontro os bois de canga. Quando rompe a estrela d'alva,
I can't believe this is only 6 years old.
Relincha na estrevaria, quanto uma saracura vai cantando empoleirada. Escuto o grito do soro, e lá no piquete relincha o ponto tordilho. Na boca da noite me aparece um zurrilho, vem mijar perto de casa pra enticar com a cachorrada.
His like rolling R's are actually really freaking good. He's got like a nice deep voice as well. Whenever he does these like chorus parts, you get the two guys on the right and left singing along as well. The guy with the organ is just crushing it. Those tiny little buttons on the other side of the hand organ as well. Is he having to like press all of them individually, or does he just have to like kind of guess like a sort of area to press? Because if he's pressing them all individually, they are the smallest buttons ever. How do you learn to do that? See, look at it.
Esse era o trancão do Sandão em Fundo da Grota, parceiro. Vão rematando o gaiteiro.
I want to like stand up, just like start dancing. Like, someone come over here, man. I want to dance. Let's dance. I love the area as well. You've got like, this beautiful sort of like pond, lake behind him. You have him just performing right in front of it. It feels very like stripped down and retro. It just feels very traditional. Like I said, I don't know. I go into all these reactions blind. I don't do any research or anything, but it feels like some kind of stooped in tradition performance here. That's at least the vibe I'm getting from here. Let me see if I can find the lyrics. We're gonna have a little look here. I think I've got the lyrics here. So it's called From the Depths of the Veil, do Fundo da Grota, From the Depths of the Veil. I was raised in the countryside in a hut made by clay and grass. That's where I sing it. That's why I sing in this manner to recall my past. I grew up patched and mended, sleeping in barns by ground and fire, with my hair in smoky strands. When the morning star breaks through, I warm a little kettle. My steed neighs from the paddock, while a parched wood rail goes on singing. I hear a fox's cry, and from the paddock, the colt's neigh. What's the colt? What, a gun? And as night falls, a skunk appears, comes pee near the house just to provoke the dogs. In a bed pelts, I wake up at dawn, hearing a raccoon yapping at the wetland. I was raised in the brave wild, honoring the old ways, eating scrambled beans with little oil and no salt. When the morning star breaks through, I warm a little kettle by the nears. I hear the foxes cry, mending a fence along the grassland by the edge of the cattle corridor, swinging the pile of drive with my canister in there. This is, isn't it? I said this feels like an old school an old school cultural like song of like Brazil, and it absolutely is. And another thing I said it felt like was a story. It just didn't feel like someone singing to me. It felt like someone sitting me down and telling me a story, and that is exactly what it is. From reading the lyrics, this is a story. This is this man telling you about his younger years, how he grew up, and it felt like he grew up like 200 years ago. There's like a very traditional kind of culture like bleeding through into his lyrics and the way he's written it here, and it paints this picture of, like, I could just imagine some sort of like old like 1950s movie, and this guy being like the main character. That's the energy. That's why I said it felt more like a performance. Like I'm out on like a day trip somewhere. Some, like when you have these like random places you can go visit that are like frozen in time. It felt like I went to one of them in Brazil, where it shows you like old school Brazil and what Brazil was like in the past, and this is a song there, like a performance at a place like that. That's what it feels like. I give a snap, I carry on and whistle my tasks, while I weary to the partridge, flies and startles the horse, and then, yeah, the same when the morning star breaks through. And there is a holy grove, the whistling of Tinamu in the trench of a gorn, thrush cries, and right at the bank of the stream, the cow and the calf bull. In the clicking of the cowbell, I find a plough oxen. That's it. It literally is. It's beautiful. The one thing I find interesting is, it's called From the Depths of the Veil, which to me is an interesting title, because what does it mean by the depths of the veil? What does that title represent? Because the song itself feels like a story of past forgotten, of a man growing up in the wild of Brazil, out away from the cities, grown up in the countryside, no technology, nothing, just like a horse and the wild around him, and he's just telling the story of what it's like for him growing up. Or it's the idea of that. It is a man dreaming of the past, talking about the past of his people and his relatives, like time that has now gone past and what it used to be like. And he's talking about like the older days of Brazil. It could be that. Like, that's the energy I get from this. It is a story, a beautifully told story that just immerses us in with a fantastic singer sitting by a pond, a lake, and just being taken back in time. It feels like the song of Brazil of past. It's utterly beautiful. I love this. You don't get music like this. And the way it was performed felt old school and retro as well. From the hand organ to the soft bass and the guitar. It felt like none of the instrument was supposed to take you away from the story that was being told. It was just supposed to carry you through it along with our singer. I've really enjoyed this. I never expected it to be like this. Let me know what other Brazilian songs you would love me to react to on this channel, and put all your recommendations down below. And if there's anything I missed about this song, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, please like and subscribe. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone from Brazil who supports this channel, because you guys are such a wonderful community, and I really appreciate the support. Have yourselves an incredible day, and as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.